Gather round, citizens, and let's learn about the Electoral College. It's a system that plays a crucial role in choosing the President of the United States. When you vote for a president, your vote contributes to a group of electors who then vote for the president. You might wonder, why do we have this system? It's designed to balance the influence of smaller states with larger ones. Understanding this system is important because it determines who leads our country. The Electoral College decides who gets to live in the White House. It determines the winner of the presidential election. Think of it like a gatekeeper, using a system of electoral votes to decide the outcome. We'll explore the details of how it works shortly. Here's an interesting fact. The candidate who wins the popular vote can still lose the election due to the Electoral College system. Each state is assigned a certain number of electoral votes based on its representation in Congress, the number of senators and representatives. So let's dive deeper into the mechanics of the Electoral College. Stay tuned as we unravel the complexities of this unique system. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer understanding of how your vote impacts the presidential election. So, how does the Electoral College work? Let's break it down with some simple math. It's not complicated, it's just counting with a few extra steps. Each state gets a number of electoral votes based on its population and its representation in Congress, the number of senators and representatives. Think of each state as having a certain number of points. Larger states have more points to give, or electoral votes. To win the presidency, a candidate needs a majority of electoral votes, at least 270 out of 538. It's possible for a candidate to receive more total votes from individual voters across the nation, popular vote, but still not reach the 270 electoral votes required if they lose key states with larger electoral votes. This discrepancy occurs because the Electoral College system weighs states differently, rather than just tallying the total votes across the country. Now, here's where it gets interesting. In most states, it's a winner-take-all system. That means the candidate who wins the popular vote in a state usually gets all of that state's electoral votes. It's like winning all the points in a game, even if you only needed a few. This system makes some states more important than others. Candidates focus their campaigns on these key states. The Electoral College can shift the balance of power in unexpected ways. Presidential elections are like a game where the final score can change dramatically at the last minute. The Electoral College, where did it come from? Let's take a trip back in time. The Founding Fathers, those wise men in powdered wigs, designed it when they were building the nation. In the 18th century, communication was slow. No tweets or TikToks, just letters and riders. They worried about big states overpowering small ones and the risk of majority rule leading to poor decisions. So they created the Electoral College to balance power, giving smaller states a voice and ensuring broad support for the president. They couldn't foresee social media, gerrymandering, or the two-party system, which have added layers of complexity to their plan. Over the years, the Electoral College has evolved, adapting to changes in society and politics. Presidential campaigns have become more sophisticated, with candidates targeting key states to win electoral votes. The focus on swing states has intensified, making some votes seem more important than others. Despite its flaws, the Electoral College remains a cornerstone of American democracy, shaping how presidents are elected and how campaigns are run. Understanding its history helps us appreciate the complexities and challenges of electing a president in today's world. Each state has a certain number of electors, equal to its total number of senators and representatives in Congress. Electors are typically chosen by political parties, either at state conventions or by the party's central committee. Their main duty is to cast their votes for president and vice president, reflecting the popular vote of their state. These votes are then sent to Congress, where they are counted in a joint session to officially determine the winner. Knowing who the electors are and their role helps us understand the full picture of how the Electoral College functions in our democracy. Some folks stand by the Electoral College. They believe it safeguards the interests of smaller states, ensuring their voices are heard. It deters candidates from only focusing on big cities and may help maintain stability by limiting third-party influence. Without it, candidates might ignore smaller towns and rural areas. The Electoral College encourages candidates to build broad coalitions, appealing to a wide range of voters. It's like weaving a friendship bracelet. Different colors and strands make it strong and beautiful. The system also promotes national unity by encouraging candidates to consider the needs of all Americans. It's a way to ensure that every state, big or small, has a voice. This balance helps maintain the federal structure of the nation. By requiring candidates to appeal to a broad spectrum of voters, the Electoral College fosters a more inclusive political process. The Electoral College has sparked discussions for many years. Some say it's not fair, gives too much power to swing states, and has led to presidents who didn't win the popular vote. They argue it goes against the idea of one person, one vote, and that every vote should count the same no matter where you live. Others believe the Electoral College protects smaller states and keeps a balance of power. They think it stops a few big areas from controlling the election and makes candidates campaign all over the country. Supporters also say the system has worked for over 200 years and keeps things stable. The debate continues, with strong arguments on both sides. Some propose reforms, like the National Popular Vote Interstate Compact, to ensure the popular vote winner becomes president. Others suggest a proportional allocation of electoral votes to better reflect the popular vote. Whether the system changes or stays the same, the Electoral College remains a crucial part of American democracy. And as the nation evolves, so too might the ways we choose our leaders. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Follow at Ronin X Studios for more amazing content. Stay tuned for more adventures.